coffee?
It might only seem like coffee, but this is Melliot's first step towards the world of work. Hi, I'm Ruben.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Her time at this cafe in London has given her a sense of purpose and pride.
Did you make this, Ruben?
I made it.
Oh, you made it?
I made it.
Well, it's good coffee.
More importantly, she's picked up skills that could hopefully lead to a paid job.
So this one is a milk cover. I'll just do that.
The supported internship Melliot is on is a national government scheme. It's part funded by the Access to Work grant, which covers the costs of reasonable adjustments for disabled workers. This is my very first time to actually use a milk frother. But Access to Work has been plagued with problems, as well as delays in processing applications. It's taken the government months, if not years, to actually cough up the cash. Channel 4 News has spoken to charities and businesses across the country. Between them, they tell us they are owed over £1 million in unpaid invoices. They warn that this delay in payments risks pushing them into debt and will stop disabled people from getting jobs.
I can take you to the meeting room.
MENCAP is one of the biggest charities in the UK supporting disabled people. They run supported employment schemes, which includes the one Melliot is on. They tell us they're owed a lot of money from Access to Work.
At the end of March for last year, they owed us £310,000. Not only that, but for the previous 3 years, they owed us £300,000.
So how have you plugged that gap?
Well, we've had to not spend that money on other really important things.
MENCAP is actually struggling to find that money. Access to Work is delaying, and we don't know why the delay is there.
We're a large charity, so we're able to bear some of that, but lots of other organisations are smaller and they are less able to find it.
So, welcome to Coleman Training.
One of these smaller companies is Coleman Development. They also tell us they're owed money by Access to Work.
It can be a couple of months to, we can still be chasing them a good year or two later. So I have to put things in place, I can't rely on it. I've heard several places provisions talk about Access to Work and how it's causing problems across the board.
The government has today announced it will hire 500 new staff members to clear the backlog of applications for Access to Work. They have also exclusively told us they will commit to looking at issues around delayed payments.
So my favourite thing is helping students who are just like me.
For young people like Harrison, getting into work can be life-changing.
He's helpful. He helps us sometimes.
Very supportive of all our students in here, takes the time, very empathetic.
He joined a supported internship after struggling in college. Now, he works as a teaching assistant, which has transformed his life.
One massive thing that they've helped me with is build my confidence.
Only time will tell whether this new promise of support from the government will help others like Harrison. What do you think you've been doing now if you hadn't done the supported work placement?
I genuinely couldn't tell you where I'd be or what I'd be doing now.
Well, earlier, Ruben sat down with the Minister of State for Social Security and Disabilities, Sir Stephen Timms, and he asked him, what is he going to do to help people struggling to get their Access to Work payments?
There's been a huge surge in demand for Access to Work. So if you look back to 2018-19, the number of applications coming in then was about half what they are now. And this department, the Department for Work and Pensions, has struggled to cope with that surge in demand. So what I'm announcing today is a clear plan to clear the backlog. We're going to recruit a lot of extra staff, and we're convinced that with those extra staff in place, we can clear the backlog by September of next year and overcome these very long delays that far too many people have had to put up with over the last couple of years.
I just wondered, will you be actively recruiting disabled workers for these jobs?
We are very keen to recruit disabled employees into the department, and I think we've got a good record of doing that. We won't specifically be targeting disabled people for this recruitment exercise, but I very much hope that disabled people will be well represented amongst the 480 staff that we recruit.
So we've heard from organisations who are owed payments for as far back as 2024. These payments are vital. How is this acceptable?
No, we are absolutely determined to sort all of these issues out. The MENCAP issue I know about. There may be others perhaps which I'm not familiar with. If there are, then I encourage the organisations affected to get in touch with me. We are determined to resolve this. Nobody should be waiting for anything like that length of time for payment, and we will be sorting this out along with dealing with the very large backlog that's arisen in the scheme as a whole.
So we've worked out there's over £1 million owed to the organisation we've spoken to. Can you personally guarantee they will be paid?
I can guarantee these things will be sorted out. Now, whether £1 million is the correct figure, I'm not sure. We will certainly look at all of these issues, and I can guarantee they will be resolved. This is a slightly separate issue, I think, from the wider backlog problem, which the recruitment exercise will be addressing. But, yeah, we'll be sorting it all out, I'm glad to say. And I think people who apply for access to work will see big improvements over the course of the next year and a half.